Alright guys, go ahead and jump into a second game here. Last game went pretty much as planned. That's what the deck's going to do a lot of the time. And we would have had even more cushion if he hadn't stolen the Ice Block, but like Chasmistic doesn't do enough against this deck. It's still very winnable. Game's still very winnable against Chasmistic, unlike when you're playing Freeze Mage. Alright, Shaman. So here we want Sheep, we want Scientist to clear totems early. And this should be a pretty good matchup, I think. So I like both those cards. I'm going to go ahead and mulligan these two. Mech Shaman could be a little scary, but we still want the same two cards here. We have Duplicate and Echo, which will be nice later, not great now, but... we could coin the Scientist. I think I actually want to wait here, because we're not going to be playing the Sheep the next turn, so... Basically we'd be coining to hero power, which I don't really want to do. So looks like it's going to be Mech Shaman, which makes sense since that's the best Shaman deck right now. Let's go ahead and run out the Scientist here. And then we can ping and clear the Annoyantron next turn. He might get out of Tinkertown or something, but we have a decent amount of a Power Mace. That's certainly going to be annoying. Maybe we'll get Ice Block here since we already have a duplicate. Nice. We actually drew the second duplicate, which isn't really what we want to do. Here, I think it might almost be better to develop the duplicate since we're likely to polymorph this. I don't think we want to ping this necessarily, put out the Sheep, since then this will just grow and that'll make that kind of pointless. I suppose we could ping and coin the Sheep, and then when this becomes a 3-4, and then a 2, and then... I think it's better to just develop a duplicate. This makes him think we're Freeze Mage, and this lets us polymorph this next turn. Or a Shredder if you choose to buff that instead. Loot Hoarder. Probably going to polymorph this, and then we can clear with a Sheep or a Flame Strike, depending on how long we want to wait. I think it's fine using our polymorph like this, since Mech Shaman doesn't usually play a ton of huge things other than like Fel Reaver. And we did pick up a Doomsayer as well, so we can go off with Frost Nova if we draw that. But we don't necessarily have to end up killing all his threats, since we can go off as soon as we draw a Molten or two. So really, I just want to deal with the board as it is currently. So here I think we'll go for the Sheep play. Since our opponent did play a Loatheb, we can't do anything else. Next turn we can potentially Flame Strike to clear the Loatheb. Moltens are great now since he's getting us fairly low. It's possible we just don't draw them and lose. That does happen sometimes with the deck. That's pretty annoying. I would like a Frost Nova now. Scientist. Alright. I guess we still want to coin a Flame Strike here, since we don't have any other great options. Once again, if we had a Molten here, it'd be really great for us, but we're not drawing into it, or a Frost Nova, and that's okay, that'll happen sometimes. Opponent seems to be drawing very well. Just another Doomsayer, huh? Well, we do have Ice Block, so we can ping this, and we can play double Doomsayer. The only problem is this way he can just pop the Ice Block and then have the bombs kill us with the Doomsayers, but we don't really have any other options here. We can't just not play these. We have to hope he makes a mistake, because if we just don't play these and he pops, then we don't have anything anyway. Yeah, so it looks like we're gonna go ahead and opponent did that a little bit awkwardly, but we just need the bombs to pop for less than a set amount. And he did end up making a mistake with these, so it's possible he can still survive. Nope. Alright. So again, in that position, we could have just not played these. We could have just like played a Scientist or a Dr. Boom or something and passed. But then he would have popped anyway, and we would have had the top deck exactly. So I think it was better to hope that he doesn't have Rockbiter or doesn't pop exactly, and then the bombs don't kill us. And then we try to do something there. But either way, sometimes the deck isn't going to draw well. So let's go ahead and jump into another game.